Hi guys, welcome. This video is actually a promotion video. As you know by now, I've been on 2 years on Chadwm, so I switched, I think, from LeftWm before that, and I kind of like it, right? It's stuck. It's a workflow thing. I have my key bindings. It's all there. It's fast. It's super fast. So what I wanted to do is talk about Chadwm. Chadwm, you find lots of information, first of all on my channel, but also somewhere else, right? But this is what you look at when you look up here. This is actually already a personalized Chadwm. So the official one from Chadwm has more icons here. I don't need the icons because an Ctrl-Alt-F is there for Firefox and so on. So not really need them. Only one is for Minstick. So Minstick is writing ISOs to a USB. That's all I need to be there. This is the official one, right? This is the code from Siduck. So I'm very grateful that he keeps maintaining this code because, well, from time to time I'll take a look and I'll add, for example, the Xfce icon size patch. So now these icons are all 20 or 22 or 24, whatever you set in the config. So DWM, right? That's the suckless.org, something to have a look at, suckless.org. If you look at that, start reading everything, and then you know what is DWM, and Chadwm is a fork from it. It's already, well, so many things, right, are already set. And this is really building everything up, and it's bare, it's minimum, and it's also good. It's a good learning thing, right? But in this sense, you get already this, right? After installing the official Chadwm, that's what we're gonna do, not the Arco Chadwm. We have less screens. If you see the icons up here, I do like all these items. Back in the day when I was developing arcolinux, I used them all, right? But today, of course, it's just 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5, but that's it. But we do have 20 screens, 10 to the left and 10 to the right, 2 screens here, a dual screen, which is making everything super fun. So this is the look we're gonna get, right? And here is the explanation to do everything. The thing is, I need to have something to install it on. So super F7. Everything I have is probably already gonna have Chadwm. So Kiro is in personal ISO for me, using Calamares to install Arch. Arco is a personal project for me based on the scripts from Pico and installs arcolinux with scripts. So GUI, no GUI, and then arcolinux was a video that I've made to show you and teach you how to overcome several things if you use the ISO from Arconet version 25.05 from May last year. The thing is, I'd like to start with a default Arch. Now there are 2 options. It's the 16th of January, which means we'll halfway the month, right? I can go to github.com. Dubes is okay, but Erik Dubois is also okay. And inside, go away, inside arcolinux-nemesis here, we have Arch. And I can build and create arcolinux ISO. I can use the packages of today, the versions of today, to build my own Arch ISO. So why don't we do that? Put everything on pause and then install the rest. Basically, you just git clone it or zip it, right? Maybe I should show you as well. All right, so what I want to have this, either you actually can do that as well, is nope, not here, but you can grab this code as well like this, right, raw, and copy paste or download, etc. But why not get everything in, right? So arcolinux-nemesis, just copy paste this one, go to your desktop maybe, and there you say git clone, Ctrl-Shift-V, and there you have all the code. There are like 150 videos about arcolinux-nemesis. It pays off to watch the videos. So just a simple script that says go create the arcolinux ISO. Do you want it? Yes, I say, and then a password, and off it goes. A new folder, a file there, Python textual 7 something, is going to be downloaded, and he's already building. It's just 415 packages that he downloads, but I believe it's a lot more packages in the end that end up, which doesn't matter, right? ArchLinux has been growing steadily, the ISO becoming bigger over time. Can we see that somewhere? Actually, locally on my machine, you can see that in the projects in ArchLinux. You see the size, right? 1.1 in January 2025. So 1.2 going up, whereas 1.3, so in July 2025, and then September, we're December, and gradually, right, we'll get to 1.5, which again, I have no problem with, right? It's just getting bigger because all the packages that require space. Simple as that. So let's pause the video so that we have an ISO. It will be popping up here. Let's do Control H and let's do Control Shift 1. Voila. This one can go. Delete. Voila, clean ship. So 2 projects for me, Arcana and Kiro, are the ones I keep around. I did install Lightworks at some point in time. Bye. Don't need it anymore. And that looks clean, unless this, I'm not sure what this is. I think I know what it is. So that can go as well. So there you go. These are my folders, and in the data you'll find lots of stuff, but mainly this is the main thing, right? Well, we're already done, so that's me. I keep talking and everything is already finished. So the release, well, it's gonna be here, right? Temp, etc., etc. is gonna do some stuff in the TMP or temp folder. We can keep track of it, open it up and see what happens there. And there we have it, right? ISO has been moved to home Erik, so I immediately see it. If you want to have a look, maybe that's interesting, open it up, double click it and see if that does the trick. Now I've opened it twice. Just wanted to show you the packages list. So we've got 415 packages on this ISO, right? And yeah, these things may grow or become less packages. It's up to the Arch guys, right? They decide what's in here. So unmount and another unmount. No, we can't do that. So this one is my ISO, personally created for me, just for me. You can do exactly the same thing. We have a template that we clone, which makes it more easy. So I don't need to set everything again and again and again. It's already, I thought it through, right? I'm using VM SVGA here. I just need to tell him, choose a disk file. It's gonna be in the home, the ArchLinux. Now, often what I do is when I build something like that, I put it in the right place. So Control X, Projects, ArchLinux, Control V. And it's simple. With the date, you know, this is an official one, 0101, right? This is mid-month. This is something I created myself, and this is the official one. It's super simple. Here I've created a lot of things, 7, 9, 26, 29, and that's the official. So that's where the ISO is. I'm gonna go to my project folder, projects folder, to ArchLinux, and we wait till everything loads up. And that's the date, right? Yep. Select. Let's boot up Arch, install it, and then finally, right? You can skip all this if you know this. Finally, we're gonna build Chadwm, but I want to do it on a clean slate, right? I don't want to do it on Kiro because all the packages are already there, right? And then the config is already there. So it would be a little bit too easy, and we won't see all the mistakes, we won't see all the things we're missing. And that's the point. First of all, you have to wait. Why do we have to wait? Because of systemctl enable, not enable, status. Oh my god, I'm gonna be too late. Pac-Man. Voila, that one, right? It needs to be enabled, it needs to be running, it needs to be active. If that's not running, well, packages can't be installed and so on. But normally, right, certainly if you use arch install like I do, you have the time. But not if you maybe do something immediately. Load keys BE Latin one. Look it up. It means I want an AZERTY keyboard, not a QWERTY keyboard, which makes it more easy to access my Arch, my A, right? Arch install advanced. That's how I boot everything up, and off we go. So arch install space minus minus advanced, if you can't read it. That's what I've done. English, I recommend English, guys. All the search well, terms are often more result, you yield more result if you use English language in your search engines. Localis, so be Latin and NENUS for me, and voila. Mirrors, living in Belgium, it's strange I know, but Sweden is for me the sweet spot, so that's fast. This configuration, I never do anything like home extras and so on, right? Keep it simple and stupid is my advice I always give on people who ask me. Keep it simple and stupid, right? And just an UEFI bit to put up with, and then all the rest, root, home, all in one thing. Because it doesn't make sense to keep home around. It's dirty. It's not okay, right? It has so many leftovers from other systems. If you're gonna switch things around, it's not okay. Put something, the things you like, put it online. Would you like to use swap? I don't want that. And bootloader is system deboot. Actually, I don't need to go in here, so nothing changes for me. Back, kernels, keep it. Host name, keep it. Authentication, yeah. So that's the password for root. Check. I do these installations slower and with more explanation in other videos, right? But this is not the goal. The goal is to quickly get something up and running so I can have something. I'm gonna go use Xfce 4 as the backup, as the basis. So you see the list. That's the guys from Arch Install who say if you install Xfce 4, it's not just Xfce 4 and Xfce 4 goodies, the two last ones, but all the rest as well. Graphics drivers don't care in the sense that in VirtualBox don't change anything, will be good. And LightDM GTK, let's keep it, right? Normally I would use SCDM. Extra applications like Firefox or Git or something, we could do that, right? No, it's something else. Sorry, Bluetooth, not interesting, right? It's VirtualBox, so really don't care. Network configuration, that's important. Use a network manager default backend, sure. Parallel downloads, that's why we type advanced, to type here 30. Additional packages, this is what I wanted to say, and Firefox and Git and all that. So if I want Git, /git immediately installed. Another one like /Firefox, voila, Firefox will be there, Git will be there. Time zone, we're still living in the Brussels zone. And then save configuration, of course not. This is already set. Voilà. Install, yes. So now we're gonna pause the video and wait for everything to install. There's only one thing maybe I should like to point out. I'm using Arch Install Advanced to have these parallel downloads, like 30 of them. Just wanna give you a quick look. This is what it means, right? 30 downloads at the same time. It means it's super fast, and that's how I like to get things done. Quick installation within minutes, right? 2-3 minutes, and Arch install is Arch Linux is installed. So let's just wait this out and then go to Chadwm. No, Chadwm. It is really a matter of minutes, and my Arch Linux is installed. Fetching my glasses here, my spectacles. Voila. Exit Arch install reboot system. We're gonna go for reboot. Sometimes VirtualBox boots up again with the ISO. That's not the point, right? Let's see what it does. No, so cool. Otherwise you will remove the ISO from the virtual machine. Depends on the distro. Voila. We have something nice that greets us. We're gonna tell him, hey, I've got more real estate. I really do. Not that it's important, I can work without it, but voila. Keep this configuration closed and that's it. We've got our Xfce. We have internet, yay, right? And do we have also normally Git. Now, first things first, probably. Well, first make this bigger, voila. Or do it otherwise, do it like this. Preferences, appearance, sure. And now we make this, okay, my mistake. We make this bigger, like 16 or something. Select, how about 18? And then background transparent is what I like. Transparency, right, fun, close. So, Ctrl-T, and we've got this. Let's do a sudo pacman -syyu, doesn't know update and the alias does not exist, and we just have the core stuff. Now this is the moment. Let's do that. Shut down. This is actually the moment to make a copy. If something goes wrong, right, I need to reinstall everything. It takes time again. But what if I clone this thing? What if I copy paste this thing over, do my stuff in the clone, and if something goes wrong, right, we go back to the arcolinux, clone it again, and try again. So that's the learning for you, right? You have something pristine, maiden, virgin, right, and then play with it, use scripts, do all kinds of things, and then if something goes wrong, we just go for this one again, right? But let's go to that one, right? Start. And full screen, voila. So it's just one Linux kernel, that's enough. We don't need one, just one is good. If you can fix it later on, if needed. If you have that knowledge, who cares, right? You don't need 3 kernels or something like that. Playing around, sure, but for the rest. And there we go. He figures out I have more real estate. So here actually starts my project. The project is promoting Chadwm. The project is following what it says. So Chadwm, not suckless, but let's do this. Forgot the name again. So Chadwm and Github, Siduck, yeah, that's it. Siduck or something. Making DWM as beautiful as possible, right? Sounds great. So we've got a tutorial, basically. We've got text from somebody else, not me, somebody else, who says if you want to do this, then you need to go for, and so on. So PyConf ACPI Rofi. Okay, what I need to do is this, they say. All right, let's go for it. Ctrl-T, Ctrl-Shift-V. You know Git is installed, right? Otherwise sudo pacman -s git. So that's done. Then we need to go in there. Let's just be brain that and do that. Yeah, it doesn't do that, that's right. So let's do it manually. Let's go in there. So present working directory is home erik.config Chadwm. Then we need to go up again, move that to the config, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-Shift-V, move a directory, which I'm not going to use, but I'm following what it says, right? So EWW is a application to have some kind of pop-up with all kind of information in there. We're gonna, that's not successful. So don't click here, right? That's just everything, and that just doesn't copy paste over. And then Ctrl-Shift-V, too much. CD, right? CD Chadwm. ls, I'm already in there. No, I'm not. So in here, ls, and then sudo make install. Sudo make install, and then probably we're gonna have some issues. Make, command not found. Now we figure things out. Arch Linux package make. Refers to using the make package utility, script to build, and so on. Make package utility. Sudo pacman -s make. Let's see. Bash completion. Let's do that first. Bash completion. Is it with a hyphen? Yep. Alright. That's by default on my machines. So again, to have things an easier way of working, we're going to log out. This particular application needs to be applied, meaning I need to log out. All the things I've done, I have to redo it. Internet, Firefox, that's open, Control T, that's open, sure. So sudo pacman -s make something. We have make and make dump file. Let's do make. We get the compiler there, gc, and then guile and make. Okay. What do I have now? I have now make and make package. Make package template, a database, conversion maybe, I don't know. You have to look it up what it all does, but I need just the one, right? Let's go down here. Sudo make install. Sudo make install. Sudo because we need to write something somewhere. Now where are we, Erik? Where are we? We are in the present working directory. Home Erik. Okay. cd.config and then Chadwm, I guess. Yeah. ls. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. So Chadwm, a little bit deeper. This is where the config is, and we see this one, config dev h. That's where you as an end user change stuff. Icons and all that, colors, that's it, that's there. Sudo make install. Is this possible? We got an error. Open source, no such file or directory, make file. So we need something extra. Now what did he say? He says we need Xfce and Rofi. Yeah. Not that they're really important, but let's do that as well. Pykm and Fe and ACPI. I think ACPI is for the EWW application and Rofi is for menus. So let's get that in. That's that. Now there's more to it. There is dash imlib2. Okay. Sudo pacman -s. Dash is used somewhere in a script. And sudo pacman -s imlib2 is existing, reinstalling, so it was already there. Xset root package. I think that's not a package as such, but it is in Xorg. Xorg and then xset something. There we go. Xset root. That's probably that one that we need. And then JetBrains, yeah. I don't have yay yet, but that's a font, right? I need to have yay or Peru something to get to the AOR. I don't think we can find it here. So sudo pacman -s ttf often, and then these are all the TTFs I can use. There is JetBrains mono, I see, and nerd as well. So it's cool, right? We can use that one. TTF JetBrains mono. So it exists. I don't need AOR, I think. Might still need it. Depends, right? Icons. That's the only thing. What icons did he actually use? And you can use, of course, your own font and your own icons. That's that. Sudo make install. It's probably not yet okay. So voila. So make file, and there's an error. Declarations, sudo make install, pedantic wall. What was this again? No such file or directory. CC. that's not it. We have GCC installed. Do we need libraries or something? Oh, GCC was not installed. Okay. Okay, that's better. We get some issues, but that's maybe, it's a warning, right? A warning is not that important unless everything is broken, right? But otherwise it might mean nothing. Now, what else should we do? We need to be able to launch it. Launching it like this, I don't like that. Or that. I'd like to get the intro in the display manager, whether it be LightDM, SDM, or others. I want it to have a file somewhere. So I'm gonna touch this one. Basically, all you do is put a file there with that name, boom. And that's this you can copy all at the same time. But I need to sudo nano user share Xsessions Chadwm. Open it up and Ctrl+Shift+V. And yes, I'd like to paste this. So let's have a look. I want to Ctrl+H config Chadwm and then scripts run sh. Home user, I don't think so, right? Home Erik .config Chadwm scripts, sure. This I don't need. Run.sh. I don't know why that was in there, but I've seen it years, but no. I'm gonna do without it. Yes, save. I'm gonna check again. So we're gonna go to home Erik.config Chadwm scripts run sh. Okay, cool. We can go out of here. And if I ask the user share Xsessions, right, it has two things, Chadwm and Xfce 4. Well, actually Xfce. What's inside this run sh? Good question. What's inside this run sh? I'd like to open you with mousepad. I'm gonna merge this, do that. Pictures, that doesn't work. Pycom, yes, sure. Dash scripts, the bar is coming in with dash, and that's gonna launch. So we get a bar. This one, we're gonna get a bar. Okay, we can give it a try and see if that works. Now, there are a few things I'd like to do beforehand, because if it works, I'm stuck. If it works, I'm stuck. What does that mean? Config dev h. I really like to have Sublime Text now. So, mousepad. There's a lot of things we can add and change, coloring as well. But my main issue is, at some point in time, I'd like to have a terminal, right? And I believe they are pointing to ST. Ctrl-T, sudo pacman -s st. Not found, right? So I'm gonna go to Alacrity. Alacrity is installed. Somewhere in here it says launch st somewhere. Control find terminal. There's no mention of a terminal. Okay. How do I launch? How do they launch something? And you go read everything. Up here, nothing. No. And here we get something. So all things I don't have, MAME and all that. I don't have all that, but Rofi, here's ST. So Alacrity, save. Super return, we have to remember that. Super return is enter. Now what I like to have as well, Control C, is super shift. And shift is written like this. Control, no, that's too much. Like this. Like that. Super, Shift. Here are a few spaces that need to be deleted. Voila. And alacrity, no. Thunar, right? Save. So basically, a super return is alacrity, and a super shift return is Thunar, which is what I like to have as key bindings. Then the super, there's the C key, super C. I believe we do super D, right? The D for applications. We have Rofi installed, Rofi show drun. Quitting is also somewhere in here. No, quit, end. Okay. There's nothing quit, so we can't quit anything, but I believe there is. But it's really killing everything. Here, kill client, I think. No, it has a name like that. Ah, there was another one here. So super Q is really going to SDDM or to LightDDM. It's really done. That's or was it the window? It's a window, it says here. There is a combo. That's the R. Here it is. That's the one that kills everything. So if I put super Q, okay, the window closes, Firefox closes, terminal closes, but this super control, so that's that and that, okay. Then I'll kill the bar plus Chadwm, so meaning I'm thrown back to SDDM or to LightDDM or to the others. There's light, there's more. Okay, the code is changed. It's in the config dev h, very important, not in the other one. In the config dev h, this needs to go. And I need to go in here, open a terminal in my folder, and do a sudo make install again. Overwrite everything that I've done. I have written, and this is an application. It's in user local bin Chadwm. It's chmodded, meaning I can execute it, and the rest is just some stuff, right? Time to see, right? Let's have a look. Log out, log out. It needs to be in this drop down because of the user share accessions. And then hopefully everything works. I have a super enter, check, but PyChem is there, right? So kill all PyChem, boom. VirtualBox, PyChem, don't disagree. Super shift enter, all, there he is. So this is how I would go forward, right? We can work in here and say, okay, I have something. I like to have some more design on other icons. I'd like to have yay and then paru and so on. Super D, is that working? That's the D run. Okay, it's not what I like, but okay. So Firefox, I can open it, but why here, right? Let's go in here. The icons are okay. So the nerd font is okay, and here as well, looking nice. Looking super nice, but we don't have a background, stuff like that. So Control T is not working again, Erik. Super enter, sudo pacman -s variety. Yeah, I love it, right? I love it. Hopla. Lots of stuff. Now I wonder if variety actually runs from in Chadwm without any changes, because on arcolinux we made changes. So it works on all the desktops we used to have. So I'm gonna add a one for Wallhaven. Let's go for sci-fi or something. Attack is gonna download now these things, for example. And if I click on it, oh, it's working out of the box. Awesome, right? It's working out of the box. Control T, no Erik, super enter Erik, yes, sudo pacman -s a render. Use this little app, right? A render, launch it. Now you know you can also super Q, we can launch it like this, a render, right? And output should be resolution 1920. Where is he? That one. Go for it, my friend. And then output, no, save as. I give it a name, Erik. Kill it, super Q, super shift enter. I go to screen layout, I go to erik.sh, I find this code. Can actually stop somewhere here, I think, but okay. Well, if you don't know, right, it's also off, everything is off as you see, right? So really, it's not needed. Oh my God, for too long. Rotate normal, I think maybe it stops here. Control C, let's have a look. Go to Erik, we go to .config, we go to Chadwm, we go to the scripts, we go to run, right? What do we run in the beginning? This particular thing. Well, save. Let's try again. Now super X is not going to work. arcolinux logout. Super shift X, nothing is going to work because we can't quit unless we type super control Q, the key bindings of Siduck. Now let's log back in. Aha, right? Nice. Now what I forgot to do, right? Let's do that one more time. Chadwm and then scripts and then run. What I do want to run is of course a variety because this is black. Too dark for me. I want to be surprised by the lists, by the stuff. So super control Q by the images from Wallhaver that variety is gonna get me, and it's all gonna be about sci-fi. Wait for it. Here's the icon. Right. Normally he will change it unless, right? Unless I need to go into preferences and say start variety, change wallpaper, change wallpaper on start. Let's add that little thing as well. Let's see if it works. Next. Oops, not sci-fi at all, but it is coming from Wallhaven as you see. Next. That's more sci-fi. So this is already a great look, right? Essentially everything is there. Essentially, in the video of 37 minutes, essentially we can log out, right? A super enter is going to do this, a super Q is going to quit it, a super D is having applications. We are able to log out with super control Q. We can have here these extra desktops, 5 of them. We have here other options. I'm going to do super enter, super enter, super enter. There is here other stuff we can do, other designs. It's not a design. How do you call this thing, right? Tiling, another way of looking at things. We have here 3 things. I can open Firefox this way, Firefox, and it will come here. So basically we're working in tabs. Why not, right? It's up to you. We work in tabs. So that's enough promotion, I think, for I think we've done everything a little bit. Recompile, sure. So the EWW, you can have a look. I'm not sure how to launch that. I think this one. Control C. I'll show you one, and then, yeah, if you like it, you use it then. So I don't need to kill all PyChem again. Kill all double L PyChem and Control Shift V. EWW component not found. Sudo pacman -s EWW. Voila. Does not work. Maybe we need to have paru and yay, maybe. So I'm gonna get Firefox. Alright, gonna get Firefox. I'm gonna go to arch paru git. Let's choose one. Click here, download the snapshot, go in here, right mouse click, extract here, click in here, open terminal, make package. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Huh? Could not find debug edit, cannot find the fake root binary. Okay. Sudo pacman -s fake root, probably that one, and then suppose, let's see, debug edit. Now there's something I don't want to, okay, I don't want to keep around, super Q, I don't want to keep around the etc make package.conf. Don't like that it creates debug files. So here in the options, a little bit of explanation, but down here the options, the real options, he's gonna create a file called debug, which is gonna mess things up in the sense that I don't need it, right? I can't write. Oh, I forgot to put sudo in front of it. Right? No, up, sudo. Go back. One more. Here it is. So with a exclamation mark in front of this thing, which is here, Control X, yes, please. And then it won't create stuff double. Why did I do this? Make package, right? Okay. Could not resolve cargo. So now we're gonna make some, we're gonna think, okay, what does it need? Maybe it needs some more configuration. The thing I remember is C. CC en français, oui, C, but it's as small as I see. Sync deps, install missing dependencies with pacman, and I is install. So CC, maybe the guys who know the film CC, as long as you remember, right? It's like this, or it's with a minus. It's with a minus. Try out, right? But know that there's always help. There's a manual as well. You can make package and just do yes is often is good. The first choice that Arch suggests, I think this would be best, without going into details. Just use what Arch suggests. There's a failure to build. Oh, right. So it might be not your thing, not your reason. So that might be the case. So if we go to, where did I get it? Let's kill a few things. Super Q, and this one as well. Here we are. So here I'm gonna open Super D, Firefox. Let's see if it's Arch Paru, so not Git, but Paru. A different package basically. Flagged out of date. We'll see. And then extract here. Paru. So make package -se, or is it sudo make package? I think he'll complain if it's sudo in front of it. Sometimes it does that. I think it was this case. Just follow what it says. Can I move this to somewhere else? Let's see. Super shift. No. No. So when we've made in the Arco Chadwm, if this becomes too crowded, then we put this thing, for instance, on number 2. So if it's, maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. So I guess it's not a Paru thing. It's probably something I'm missing. I see here open package config here, sudo pacman -s package does not exist. Package config installing package config. It actually says this should exist. Oh, it does, but it's without the minus, right? Without the minus. But he figured it out. So that happens, right? When you're on a version pristine system of Arch, you need to think about all these things, all these dependencies that, right, you discover. But when you're on Kiro or Kiro, arcolinux, EndeavourOS, Garuda, a lot of packages are already there, and you don't run into issues because of the fact that other packages need those dependencies, and when you're trying to build something, everything is there, right? But if you start from fresh, and that's why I started with the beginning with Arch. Arch has nothing, not really, nothing, has less packages, and you have to think it through. What am I missing? If you start really from scratch, like in this video. So this looks good, right? So he's busy, he's building, so did not occur, no errors occurred. So that will be working. Nice wallpaper. Anything else? Well, this EWW thing, what was that actually? That thing. So sudo pacman -s EWW, was that the AOR that we needed? Now we have to wait for this one. What we definitely need as well is something to edit to type code, Sublime Text Genie, there are other IDEs. Something, right? I used to play with Atom back in the days. There's a successor for it. But at some point in time I decided to go for code, so I have the same application when I teach at university. That's more efficient. Always done? Come on. So this takes a while, right? Building everything. Yeah, it's time intensive, or CPU intensive as well. Time consuming is a better word. It takes as long as it takes, depending on your CPU, the memory, all of it. Getting there. And let's type my password, right? It's installed. So paru EWW. And then it's reversed. I changed the configs in paru to reverse everything, to end with number 1 instead of the bottom, because sometimes there are 200 hits and I need to scroll all the way up, right? So I'm ending 1. Well, the end of my list is 1, 2, 3 and goes up, right? So I need number 1. Numlock. Come on, do it. All right. Accept import keys for guys. No reply at github.com. Did you see it? A key, no reply, github.com. And a chick is there as well. But as you see, did not work. Patch command not found. Sudo pacman -s patch. Yep. Let's try again. Number 1. Okay, that's better. And off we go again. It feels like if you're doing this stuff like that, it sets me back, or reminds me of Gen 2. I've done a July project 3-4 years ago, and everything needed to be built, right? Everything needed to be built. And after 2 weeks, I said, no, I'm not gonna put this onto my machine. Every single package had to be built. Well, the way I did it anyway. I know there are ISOs with pre-built packages now. Back then as well, probably. But it's interesting, right? It's educational. Gen 2 has a lot of wiki. It's actually a big wiki. Is online, and you can learn a lot about your CPU. And well, it's actually kind of good for guys who study applied informatics, right? A lot of information, but Arch is the same. Also a lot of information. So hence my choice 10 years ago. There are some remarks there. As long as it works, huh? Keep building, my friend. A warning is just what it is. I'm saying exactly what's on the arcolinux wiki forum, right? People respond always, a warning is just what it is, a warning. Doesn't matter. Be happy, right? It really is a whatever, as long as it works. Curious to see if it's gonna work. As I said, EWW is not something I use. It's a nice pop-up, has some information, but yeah. There are other tools to have information. For instance, power control is something I'd like. The sound. Voila. So, EWW, where is my text? That one. Creating a log directory. So this is EWW. If you like it, you like it. Right? Some information, SSD. I'm not sure what 25 is. Is that music or something? I did not install sound, so 0 updates, date, CPU, memory, brightness. Doesn't change anything, but you need to figure it out then. That's the menu then. I don't know, probably updates, I don't know. Missing icon, but that's okay. This is maybe interesting for you, because we're at the end of the video, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we keep with the maybe the themes, right? Nice theme. Yay. Arc GTK. Dark theme. What's that? GTK. Oh yeah, Paru. I'm so used to type yay, as you see. I'm a guy that uses yay, and this is, I don't like this, right? I need to go all the way up to get the first one, probably. Nope, not the first one. It is on AOR, true. So 6 is from 2022, and I'm happy with it, right? Still works, but a lot of stuff we need, yeah. 47 packages. And then we need an application to set it. We're on Chadwm, we're not on Xfce. We need something to set things. Oh, he's busy. Let's go here, and we do for a sudo pacman -s. We can make this bigger as well, I think. Yeah, like this. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oop, there's something, a problem here. Build stop subcommand failed to build. Switch. Here's a fail code. That's too bad for the guys. That's too bad. So I was thinking that we need something to set the theme. So Paru, although sudo pacman -s appearance, maybe it does exist on Arch. No. Let's see, Paru, and then Alex appearance. Which one will I take? Number 1. It is on Arch, so I must have mistyped. Alex appearance. Voila. And then I can launch it with super D, Alex appearance. And we can say I want to have a white.arc already. Right? And then color and icon theme. We need to install icons. Definitely. Mouse cursor as well. And then we apply. We close everything. Let's take a new wallpaper. Hopla. Ooh, not that one. Thank you. That's better. Super, shift, enter. Okay, we need this to be black. We could go for Alex appearance again, but I guess he's not writing it to unless super enter thunar quit. An unknown option, sure, let's do double minus and then thunar. That's better. So quit thunar, because sometimes he remembers the color. That's already okay, right? But I'd like to have my own icons later on, and so on and so on. I mean, I can go on, right? But you get the gist. It's basically a promotion video. Maybe this something is for you, and it's not that hard once you follow this through, and you can install this, of course, on anything, on EndeavourOS, Garuda, Manjaro. Yeah, have a look around. Choose whatever distro you like, what you're gonna base it on. Doesn't need to be a Virgin Arch, but can be something else, right? Anything is possible. But this is Siduck's code. So the key bindings are different. If you're used to the Arco Chadwm, right, it's different. So investigate. That's maybe one last thing, or maybe sudo pacman -s code. Voila, code done. There's also VS Code, I think. Not sure. -s VS. Let's see. No, there is no VS Code, but code, okay. And then launch code, and make sure that you open the folder. Yeah, you do all this, right? Markdown and so on. Open the folder. Make sure that Control H. You have .config Chadwm open, and read everything, right? You trust everything. Yes, I trust the authors. This is what you need to read. Basically, that's the one, right? Config dev H is the one you need to have a look at, and making this bigger is Ctrl+Shift+. Get rid of this, make this smaller, and then you start changing. I want my border pixels to be 2, less border, not 32, 2, save, and so on. Default border is 3. To switch back to the line resized. Okay, so 2 again. And snap 32, horizontal, vertical, and so on. Smart gaps through. 1 means no outer gap when there's only one window, and so on. Sys-ray spinning, sys-ray spacing. Show the bar at the bottom. That's somewhere as well. Float bar, show tab, show bar. Means bottom tab here. 0 means the bottom. So that's the easiest way to see that it's actually working. We save it, we go somewhere else, we go in here, we go to config, we go to Chadwm, we go in here, and I've created a rebuild script, right? So I just type rebuild on Arco Chadwm. Here it's sudo make install, and you build it again. But I forgot something, right? Config H needs to go, and hence the rebuild. The rebuild is gonna delete this, and then look at the difference. Okay, now it's really a rebuild. There was something reloading, super R, super shift R or something, but I'm gonna go and do a super control Q and log back in. The bar is not where it's supposed to be, right? The bar is not where it's supposed to be. Code, let's have a look again. Code is not coming. Come on, code, do your best. Please close all. Okay, come on then. Let's play with the wallpaper. Let's do a code from the terminal. See what's happening. Nothing. It's launched. So what did I do? Static constant in top. 0 means bottom tab. Top tab. Wait. That's the wrong thing, right? So this goes back to 1 means bottom bar. Top bar means bottom bar. That's better. That's what I wanted to do. Wrong numlock again. Voila, save. And up here as well. Forgot here something. Was this 1? I think so. Yeah, this was 1. Save. Do it all over again. Every single time you need to rebuild. Chadwm, in mouse click here, and then sudo make install, but never forget, hence the rebuild. Delete this. If it's too short, you did it wrong. You've seen it in the video, right? There is something R something, super shift R. That's it. Super shift R is a shortcut that's in here somewhere. And here is the bottom bar, if you like the bar to be there. And then we have the bar there, right? That's it for me, guys. Remember super control Q, right? The thing is, you need to create the config you like, right? You need to change the config. All the key bindings are missing, and all of that is taken care of Chadwm. So the design here is separate from the design in the other guy, right? So if you want to have adwire.dark, you have to tell it here again. Icons, change it, fonts and all that, change it. Not the font is beautiful, but sans regular is there as well, right? You close everything, and then the mouse, you have to go to the mouse, which is a different setting, which is mouse. Here, theme, and choose a different mouse, of course, after installing it. And the wallpaper, you have variety. Accessory, variety is gonna be here. And yes, I think that's gonna work. Xfce, if not, use my code from, here he is, use my code from arcolinux, and it's not gonna work, I think. Maybe because we're on VMware, that's might be true. So yeah, we'll make sure that everything is actually working. And it's Xfce, right? The application Xfce is what we use to set the wallpaper in Chadwm. So that might be the reason he's doing something else here. And voila, right? Choose your own wallpaper. So desktop settings, something different, a flower. And of course, go to a folder, go to your own wallpaper folder, and let it change all the time. Up to you. Change the background in so many minutes. Yeah, 1 is the last one. So that's a no. That's now working. I don't know why. Now it's working. I guess we need to chill a little bit. That's a nice one. And off I go, right? I hope you learned something. It's 1 hour video. But basically, and that's the point of all these 5,500 videos, we're in control. And I want you to be in control. I want you to choose whatever Linux distribution you want. And in particular, well, promote tiling window managers. And Chadwm is my thing. But maybe not yours. Cheers.